Hello everyone, welcome back to the Council. I'm Chris, and this is what I was going to title episode 2, but because the game developers have named each of their kind of sequels in an episodic nature. Oh, hello, what do we have here? I'm gonna have to change the naming convention.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Let's just look at
Someone
it.
replaced it recently, but looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Let's try and take the floorboard out. Probably
Ah,
can't.
shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
Okay, well, we can deal with that later. But yes, because of the naming conventions, I might have to rename the episodes. Because they won't be... I don't want to mislead people and think this is episode 2 of this game, when it's just part 2 of episode 1? We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
And I think that's all we can do down this end of the pier. That's the floorboard. Very good. Oh, what was this?
A cache.
Oh, a cache. So, we've done our little side wander. We're going to now go up into the main manor. Or explore.
Latin inscription.
I should be able to figure that out, because I do have language.
Mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Latin, easy to translate.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Alright. We discovered an immunity on... journal. Mortimer William. The man whose location that we spent our first moments of the game discussing, if you remember. And, okay, so this will take us out. Here we go. Up the foreboding staircase into the large manor, with servants who have masks on their face. What could go wrong?
Mortimer managed to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop.
It's wonderful. I feel like this game maybe I was a bit too harsh on it in my initial kind of impressions. I think this is probably a game that warms up into itself rather than gets you right on the front foot. It's a little more mystery, a little more dark themes than perhaps the initial kind of moment in its kind of pulpiness
Impressive.
implies.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
Or maybe I'm just,
I wanted to ask you.
I don't know.
You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay, confrontation's a totally new thing. I have 3 blunders left. Okay, let's just read through. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Yes, she's... I'm not doing that. That's absurd. Yes, she's been here for several weeks now.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
And of course, this is tutorial stuff, so
I
whilst
shall see her
it's...
tomorrow, then.
It has
By the way, Your
stakes,
Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew
it
my mother.
probably isn't going to be that
Only
hard
you,
on
my
me to
son.
deduce the right
Your
course of
mother in
action.
the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church.
He says, setting himself up, obviously, to blunder the rest of this.
I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
That's a good question. Okay, so I probably don't want to say that one because I think that's probably not a good move. The Golden Order might not have the best reputation around, but it also might have a cool reputation. I don't know. I'm going to do this one. It'll cost me 2 power, but I think it'll get me through. And as long as the next one doesn't cost me more than 2, I'm safe.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects, which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All right, nice.
All the same.
Got past
it
that
bothers
one.
me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now,
Yeah, see,
we
he's
have
got that
always
thing
dealt
on his
with her
hands.
in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yes, now give me the letter. Okay, so depends on what it contains. Pretend I don't want it. You can count on me. Yes, I'll give it to her. If I think that's the go. I think that's the go.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her?
Yeah, see
You mean
that's
Sarah has gone missing?
yeah. Okay, whoops.
Shit. I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Okay, confrontation. Last step. For the last step of confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat until either you have a right one or you have no blunders left. Last step of confrontation will repeat itself until you fail. Okay, that's the little circle. That's why. Okay. I wonder if that's a good... let's try it. It costs me energy.
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on, it's the value of a promise made by a Deriche. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a Deriche always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
All right, we did
You're
it.
welcome, especially since I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Denis.
I have the reliable traits.
Are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Okay, so he knows about
She
our
does
order.
not share all our convictions. She always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Alright, many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Cool. Which is what we've been doing outside. Now, is there a way that I can eat my honey? Yes? I just use one. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna eat up to that much. Actually, I might finish it off because I know I can get some if I do a good job. If I do good boy things and use people's weaknesses against them, then like the servant's vulnerability to conviction, or I don't know any of his. Sarah's rather. I know. I don't know any of his either. Okay. Well, let's wander around. There's a book here.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
I'm just going to take the book. Okay, manuscripts. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during your adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab in the menu. There's a lot in this game. I don't mind it, I must admit. Oh, okay, so I could use either one of these two. Right? Is that correct? No? Okay. Maybe they'd just give me the points then. Okay. Let's continue to wander around.
I
Oh.
thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
We've met.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
Oh, is he?
George Washington.
Oh my
President
God.
Of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Let's go with this one.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits,
No.
unmentioned secrets, or even money matters. But you'll
Dear
see, it will
President,
come.
stop interrogating
Despite
me.
all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
No, I don't know why
Not in
you're
the
here.
slightest.
President.
Me, I've been invited
What?
by Sir Holmes,
So
a close
strange.
friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Let's invent.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Really? We're using that sort of vulgarity?
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
I know your mother
Shut the
well.
fuck up and tell the
Stay
truth,
behind
idiot.
with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Man. Oh, shoot. He's got this, which is the...
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the
And you're
highest
staring
distinction
right
award
at
in
it.
the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
What's your mother have?
He must really know his stuff.
Oh, Golden Order. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, it looks like Freemason stuff.
Good evening, my friends.
Oh,
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
is this the
An
host?
urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
I wonder if
He
Lord
can't be
Mortimer is
present
going
this
to
evening,
die.
And he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Let's ask about that
Do
man.
you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon.
I was just about
For
to
those who
say,
would like to, you're invited
we
to
are
follow
not
me into
your
the next room.
guests.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please,
President,
feel at home.
President Washington,
Thank you,
surely?
sir.
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother.
Oh,
But on
it's
the
one
other
of these
hand, I'd like to
big-
learn more about this whole
These seem like big moments in
film, my
story.
vision.
These seem like big opportunities. Look, this guy has the Golden Order stuff, and these guys are from a vision. So I will figure out which one to pick on the next episode. All right, everyone. Bye.